contract is created, neither party can subsequently withdraw. I think this just creates a contract. Yeah.
You think or you know?
Yeah, because the other ones don't make sense. Plus they're not on here.
Makes sense, huh?
At an auction. Let's see. Statements made by the auctioneer to draw for bids are merely invitations to negotiate. That's true. Each bid is an offer. That's true. Acceptance of the bid is usually done by default. Yeah. So it's all of the above. Competence is defined as a basic or minimal ability to do something, which is true. Just checking though. Contractual capacity is defined as the ability. Let's see, contractual capacity. Where is it? No, it's not. Wait. Okay. Here's what it says on the thing. It says the ability to understand that a contract is being made and to comprehend its general meaning to the extent that assent may be given to its terms. Oh no, that is a thing. It doesn't have a straight up definition. Person, but I'm pretty sure.
No, it does. Right here.
It does?
Yeah, ability to understand that a contract is
Oh
being
yeah,
made and-
yeah, but I knew it was true, but yeah, sure, I didn't see that part, okay, yeah. The reason capacity is required to enter into a contract is because that without contractual capacity, there can be no genuine assent and contract, the ability to, I think. Capacity, without contractual capacity, there can be no genuine assent, yeah, it's true. Yeah, true. Persons who lack capacity do not include. So, minors lack capacity, a person who has a brain defect lacks capacity, and people who are highly intoxicated. So, a person who
Demonstrate history of being fixed.
does not, they are not, they do not lack capacity. Minors can avoid a contract based on their age if it's for, so they cannot avoid it if it's for educational, so they can't do that. They can't avoid it if it's for medical, so it's not that. They can avoid it if it's approved by the court, but I believe they can avoid it if it's contract on an automobile, because I don't see it here. Yeah. So it's not all of the above. It's for the purchase of automobile. Okay. 100 more to go. A mistake is an error. Mistake is an error, misconception, misunderstanding, or erroneous belief with respect to terms, conditions, duties, and responsibilities contained in contract. True. That is true. A mistake is a mistaken belief about an existing fact. I'm not sure. Isn't that what we just said?
It says not every misunderstanding is a mistake. I was saying that not every parent said yeah is a mistake.
So I
actual context.
would guess that this would be false.
Wait. Hold on.
Yeah, let's just take a second. We're not.
A mistake is mistaken belief about an existing fact.
Where does that say?
Why would,
Why mistakes matter?
because of the requirement of genuineness and validity of the contract review for the benefit that one or more parties.
So, for
A
purposes.
mistake refers only to a mistaken belief about an existing fact, not an erroneous belief about what will happen in the future.
So it's true. Yeah. Okay, the difference between a unilateral mistake and a mutual mistake is that a unilateral mistake is made by only one side, one of the parties, and a mutual mistake is made by both. Let's look at the other ones real quick. Mutual mistake, that's wrong. Unilateral. Some of these messages are crazy. One wheel using cycles. Yeah, so unilateral, one party, mutual, both parties. Types of deception or pressure include, they include intentional, negligent misrepresentation, fraud, unconscionability, non-discourse. So, all of the above.
All the above.
Yeah, they're all types of deception. The definition of consideration is, I think, down below, an agreement between two parties or more, creating obligations that are enforceable or otherwise recognized by law.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, I think it's on there. An agreement.
There's probably more definitions. Oh, yeah, there's more. Right over there.
Oh, it's a contravention term. Something such as an act. So yeah, something such as an act of forbearance or return policy. Yeah, so it's the first.
Hold on.
And
The thing is, there might be another one, or
yeah,
bargain for working the required mutually appropriate.
both A and B, I think. Bargain. Yeah,
I think that's board right next to it.
yeah,
That's A, both A and B board.
yeah. So it's both way. Purpose and function of consideration. See, purpose is to distinguish between those promises that are enforceable and those promises that are not. That's one of them. Two promises to wait.
Promises to make.
The gifts are enforceable.
No.
And then the last thing is there are two primary types of evidentiary and cautionary. I think it's just the first one, the distinguisher, but I'm not sure. For sure, but I'm just gonna say for sure that the contract is for consideration. This says purpose and function.
Of consideration.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think, yeah, the purpose of consideration is to distinguish. Yeah, no, it's not to ensure that it's for a lawful purpose matter.
To provide evidence of the agreement and make the parties understand the meaning of their actions.
To provide evidence of the agreement.
No. I think it's just the first one.
I agree. I don't think it's in this. Plus I don't see it here, it would be here otherwise. Yeah. Let's go with that. The adequacy of and sufficiency of the consideration in a contract is generally immaterial. That is true in my, I believe, but
In my eyes. It's true in my eyes.
adequacy, where's that?
Here it is, measure and edit, it's right under the purpose and function.
Yeah, so, it's amount, immaterial, yeah, usually immaterial, true. Exceptions from consideration do not include, let's see, they do include charitable, so it's not that one. Uniform, commercial clothing, wait. Okay, promissory estoppel, so it's, okay, they do not include a contract to purchase a ticket for a major league baseball game. Because in instances of, promissory estoppel is on here, charitable is also on here, and then UCC, yeah, it's that one, a contract to purchase a ticket for a major. Okay. Consideration can be a positive act such as payment of money or the performance of a service or forbearance. Consideration can be a positive act.
Wait, I think it's what we were at before. Yeah. I don't think we're on legality yet.
Yeah, consideration. So it's saying consideration can be a positive act such as payment of money or the performance of a service or forbearance, the promise not to do an act
Oh,
the
yeah.
parties will be aware. Yeah. I don't see this anywhere.
Positive act. I see something, positive consideration and forbearance consideration.
reconciliation can be, or actually,
Purpose of consideration is to distinguish between those promises that are enforceable and those promises that are not.
let's look at it a little bit better, but I'm pretty sure it should be true, but I'm not. Evidentiary is cautionary.
It's not the considerations altogether. Honor pain.
No, it's something else. Yeah, I think it's true. Let's not, worry about it too much. I think it's true. Forbearance is on it as well, and I'm pretty sure it is probably not. Requires that to be a valid conduct and to be a lawful purpose subject matter, and that is true.
It's true.
Yeah, it's right there behind it. Legality is defined as strict adherence to the law, prescription of doctrine, and the quality of being legal.
Strict adherence to the, yeah,
Strict adherence, yeah, so it's dealing
adherence to
with.
the law, yeah.
Illegality is defined as, an act that is not authorized by law, or state or condition of being on the state, whatever. Did you get that? Yeah, I got it. Subject matter is defined as the issue or topic presented, the topic present, I guess it cut off, cause that's what he said. Yeah. Exceptions due to the requirement that contracts must be for a legal purpose, subject matter do not include. So exceptions we're looking at. Oh, so we're looking for something that's not an exception. So that wouldn't be protection of one party, so it's not that. Unequal guilt is also not that. And then, partial illegality would not be, so it's equally guilty. It's not an excuse to end a contract. Crimes and civil wrongs. Let's see. Contract to commit a crime such as where one of the parties pays the other to murder someone is not enforceable, and its making or performance will lead to criminal. Let's see. So we're looking for a crime and civil wrongs. So a crime with it carries criminal penalties and possible incarceration. That's true. A tort carries with it. I don't even think that's true.
Crimes and civil wrongs, I don't know, there's just no question.
Not crime, but unlawful.
These are contracts though.
A crime carries with it civil penalties. That's not true. A tort is the one that carries civil penalties but never incarceration. So I believe that it. Actually, it might be. No, actually, I think it's a crime. It's a crime that carries. So it's the first one that I see. So a crime that carries with its criminal penalties and possibly incarceration.
So that's A.
For me, and then a tort carries with it its criminal penalties.
So maybe
And possibly, I think it's A. Wait, I don't have an option for A or B.
A and B.
Yeah, B. Then it has to be A and B because B and C are wrong.
Okay, so a tort carries with it civil penalties now.
Yeah, it has to be that one because A is definitely right. So yeah.
What is D right now? Tort carries with it civil penalties, damage occurs, but never incarceration or jail time or fine.
I don't think that's true, but it has
If
to
that's
be.
not true, then it has to be A.
I got that one wrong. Yeah, you're right. Just don't put.
Okay, are you sure a tort carries with it civil penalties?
Alright, let me look it up real quick. I just don't wanna, I just don't wanna screw it up because then I'll lose where I'm at.
No, just go on to the right tab.
Let me just, cause I'm quick. Most Yeah, so you would just end up putting, yeah, it's not A and B, it's just A. Yeah, yeah. So I got that one wrong, it's fine, it's not that big of a deal. We get some bonus. Alright, let me get back to where. Unconscionability.
We haven't really not touched the surface of this thing.
What are you, what page are you at right now?
I'm at, three of whatever section this is.
No,
No, I don't have pages up.
okay. No, I'm on 18.
I'm at
Unconscionability.
50.
Yeah, what's up?
Sorry about that.
Unconscionability is, defined, I don't know if it's asking for like what it's defined as.
In general.
It's defined as the contract terms that unreasonably favor, but I don't see that. Oh wait, it's
Has terms
contract
that
has terms.
unreasonably favor the other party.
Okay, so that's definitely true. Then,
What other thing would we do? Oh, no, wait, there's others.
yeah, then there's an equitable remedy, so that's true as well. And then I'm pretty sure it is least, and is when the contract provision is too much of an advantage, yeah, it's all zero. Yeah. For now they're pretty easy, but they're gonna get harder because I'll understand the rest of the stuff too. The implied covenant of good faith. What are you talking about? The implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing is based upon the reasonable expectations of the parties. What is this saying?
Interesting.
Should be done right here.
John found it.
What's that? Oh, good faith and fair dealing.
Good and fair dealing.
And
Based
what,
on the reads.
what page is that?
Again, I don't know.
Oh, it's right above.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
crimes and silver laws.
Yeah, so it's like implied covenant of good faith and fair dealing is based upon the reasonable expectations. Let's see if that's true. This means that in every contract there is an implied covenant of good faith.
Oh,
and fair
based
dealing.
upon the reasonable expectation of the parties.
Does this say something? Oh, yeah. True. Okay, we're at 30, we're basically going 2 questions per minute, we're doing pretty well. Public policy is defined as,
Oh, we'll be done in around an hour.
yeah, hopefully,
And I have to take a picture of every single fucking question.
don't worry about that. Alright, public policy is defined as, what's the definition?
Oh, there it is. Found it.
Oh, broadly, yeah, broadly principles.
And standards regarded by the legislature or by the.
Yeah, it's gonna ask about the type of contract that is struck down as violating public policy include, okay, it's types of agreements that are not upheld, I think. Yeah, struck down, yeah. So agreements, so we're looking at agreements, we're looking at types of contracts that are struck down because they violate public policy.
Agreements that interfere with public service or the duties of public officials.
Yes, that's true. Agreements that
Obstruct the legal process or discriminate against, classifications of individuals may be considered.
it's all the above, yeah.
As such, are not enforceable.
It's all the above.
These agreements are struck down by courts. So all of them?
Yeah, because all of them, like if already 2 of them are right, then it has to be all of them. Because you can't just pick one. Business regulation limitations, it's further down. Regulation of business. Business regulations, is in contracts can include everything from licensing to operating limitations on the business and its employees to disclosure requirements to consumer protections. A violation of such limitations can occur from laws, some laws. include other things for licensing. So I would say,
Such limitations can occur from blank.
a violation of such limitations can occur from laws of,
Kind of violation, whether an agreement made in connection with business conducted in violation of the law is binding or void depends on how strongly it follows the public policy. Is the prohibited act. Most courts take the view that the agreement is not void unless the statute expressively specifies such.
okay, but, yeah, I'm a little confused on this one. Let's try to look at it again. Contracts and restrictions of trade, we're not looking at that, license power, we're not looking at that. Consumer protection legislation, I think it's consumer the right to listen to contract and restrictions of fiction. So I think it's definitely providing consumer protection.
Is there a protection, so it's that one, if it's one more.
Yeah.
it's on.
Yeah, violation of such limitations can occur.
What's like factors,
Like,
if it's just consumer protection.
licensing, professions, and trade. Such professions and trade include laws, medicine, accounting, real estate brokers, stockbrokers, insurance, I don't know if that's true. And then, it also talks about the restraint of trade practices. Okay, restraint of trade in an action that interferes with competition and free market agreements, contracts, and reasonably. Yeah.
When you look at limitations, no?
Consumer protection status, it talks about that one mostly, and it talks a bit about the rest.
Oh, it's right under license, bonds, or deal.
License, bonds, and deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm reading it, I love that.
Progressives and trade, such progressive insurance with long house. The thing is, I think I'm kind of tricky for that one.
I think it's not all the above, but
I don't disagree.
alright, let's just go with prohibiting consumer protection. I mean, we can take a little longer, I don't think
Because the thing is, the business regulation, that's this one here, regulation of business, that's the only one that's under there. I think
that's what I'm thinking too.
he's trying to trick you because there's
Yeah.
other stuff on there.
So that's what I'm saying, let's move that one.
Alright,
Let's go with that.
I'm thinking it's not, but it's not that good.
Yeah. Restraint of trade, yeah. See, now it's talking about all the other ones, I think it's right.
Yeah, I think it's right too. Showing trade, national interferes.
A restraint of trade, is an action that interferes with competition in the free market, so that's.
Wait, where is restraining trade? Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Wait, so maybe it was on.
it's alright, we can't really,
I don't really know.
yeah, it's alright,
That's license calling the dealing, the thing is that was, so that was just regulation.
agreements, contracts, so that's also true. I just kinda moved on, I'm not gonna,
Oh, whatever.
yeah, I'm not gonna like, worry about it too much. Both federal and state, does that say, I'm pretty sure? Yeah, alright, so it's all the above. Okay.
Honestly, you really don't want somebody to know that we hate all that, so.
Yeah. Yeah, we really can't go, so it's alright, we'll worry about that. It is always a good idea to make contractual agreements in writing, tends to reduce confusion under certain legal
Certainly,
requirements.
sometimes contracts are mandated to be in writing.
I believe that is correct. Yeah, I don't see it.
Enforceable non-compete contracts if it's barely drawn.
Where do you read?
Here works the, oh, I don't really know.
Yeah, no, so basically it's just saying, it's a good idea to write things down when you make an agreement to reduce confusion, and then, but some contracts you have to write. And
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, that's just,
Like, I don't know.
it's the simple thing. What is,
Oh, fuck.
what is a
Take
correct,
a picture of it. Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter.
what is a correct expression? Correct expression, let's talk about, what is the correct expression of the statute of frauds? So we're found statute of frauds. There's oral and or written, there's oral contracts, written contracts, and statute. So, no oral or extrinsic evidence outside the provisions of the shall be considered when determining the meaning of a contract itself. I don't think it's true. There are some types of contract that must be recorded in writing and signed by the party to be charged in order to be enforceable, yeah. When people enter into a contract, it is presumed that they intend for the agreement to have some effect.
Correct expression is statute of frauds. In accordance with the legal principle known as the statute of frauds, there are some types of contracts that must be recorded in writing and signed by the party to be charged in order to be enforceable.
I think it's just the first one. Or sorry,
Second, there are some types of contracts.
yeah, sorry, not first one. Yeah, no, it's definitely one, it's definitely not, because it isn't none of the above, but the other ones are wrong. Alright, which type of contract is not covered under the statute of frauds? Which type of contract is not covered under this? A contract involving the sale of real property?
They're talking about the statute of frauds. Oh, right here.
Yeah. But a contract that performs a task that cannot be performed within a year. Oh wait. Are you? Did you?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Contracts involving the sale. So that is covered.
That's covered.
So it's not that one. Then it says a contract that cannot be performed within a year. So it's also covered. So it's not that one. A contract to purchase a used bike. I think that's the one.
Right.
Yeah. It has to
So it
excess.
says contracts for the sale, but it's in excess of
So it has to be over 500 to count as statute of fraud. This is 25.
Where is it there? Okay, yeah, it's 25.
Yep. What constitutes a party to be charged under the statute of frauds? Okay, what constitutes, right? It says any person, that can't be it. The person who is a party, the agreement.
Who must sign that? In accordance with the statute of frauds, the party to be charged must have signed the contract.
Party to be charged, yeah, 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 it has to be that one, I'll give them to stupid. Yeah, one is a person who likes the party.
Oh, it says any person.
Yeah, anyone.
So we're gonna do the person who is a party to the agreement now.
Yeah. Which is an exception to the statute of frauds?
Exception.
Partial performance, that's true, that's one of the exceptions.
Judicial, yeah.
That's also true, estoppel, yeah, all the above. See, I like those questions. What is a correct expression of the parole evidence rule? It's got, okay. Basic evidence, basic statements, and rationale.
There's so many.
Wait, yeah. What is a correct expression of the parole evidence rule? The
Purpose and, oh, wait, sorry.
Wait, okay, let's just go slowly, alright. No oral, extrinsic, or extrinsic, extrinsic.
I don't know that.
Yeah, well, let's just go.
Yeah.
What is the correct expression of the parole evidence rule? And we have that right here. Then it says, no oral or extrinsic evidence outside of the provisions or of the written contract shall be considered when determining the meaning
Oh,
of the
yeah,
contract.
I saw the no oral thing here, no oral. Actions evidence, may be admitted to supplement, explain, or contradict the written contract.
No oral, yeah, this one's right here, yep. Then it says,
Wait, that's different, actually.
what? Wait, it says
It
no.
says no oral or evidence maybe admitted to supplement, explain, or contradict the written contract.
I'm looking at this, I'm looking at basic statements and the rationale. The parole evidence holds that no oral extrinsic value, nor evidence outside shall be considered when the term continuing.
So I'm thinking it's just this, because there's nothing else you do.
Yeah, it can't be all of the above, it's definitely that
Because
one.
there is no all of the above.
Yeah, what is the correct expression? Yeah. Alright, what is the impact of the parole evidence rule? Impact, what did we say, we'll have to guess.
There's a purpose.
Purpose.
And premise.
Purpose and premise, there we go. The primary purpose of the parole evidence rule is to control the court's decision making and to shield it from evidence that is suspected and reliable. Is that on there?
Says that unread, yeah, it's on. The
Yeah.
thing is, there's more.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe all the above.
Oh wait, yeah, or unreliable, that's one of them. Then the rule also promotes efficiency in the conduct of litigation. Is that on there? I don't see it.
Are you what? Sufficient?
Efficiency.
I don't know.
This rule also promotes efficiency in the conduct of litigation by excluding such suspect evidence at the outset, thereby, we reading the same thing? I'm reading.
Oh, no, yeah, we're reading this, I thought you had like it on an answer, like, what?
No. This will also promote efficiency in the conduct of litigation.
Oh, represent the final expression of the parties, yeah, it's all the above.
Wait, contract.
Yeah, the second. No, go to the second.
Second is what, this one?
On the top. On the chain.
Oh. This will also promote
No,
efficiency.
the second blue line. Second blue.
This one?
Written contract represents the final expression of the parties.
And then it says, the written contract supersedes. Yeah, I think so. The written contract represents the final expression of the parties, is that, okay, that's the one. But then, there's also one that says the written contract supersedes all.
Yeah, so it's all the above.
Yeah. Okay. Ambiguity, fraud, duress, mistake, illegality, or subsequent contract notification are all exceptions to the parole rule. Ambiguity is one, fraud, duress, mistake, or illegality is one, and then
Or subsequent contract modification. Contract modification is one.
where?
On the top.
This one, contract notification. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, so it should be true. Yeah, I don't think the word is gonna change the full meaning of that. Right, true. When asserting the meaning of a contract, areas of examinations include we are looking at the intention of the parties, so that's one, the examination of the whole contract, so that's one, the analysis of the contractually ambiguous terms,
It's all the above.
Yeah. When asserting the meaning of a contract, the four corners of the doctrine holds. Okay. Oh, four corners of the contract holds proper contractual interpretation. Yep. First focuses on the normal accepted meaning of the words. So that's one, that one's good. Or proper contractual interpretation first focuses on the normal accepted meaning of the words used by the parties. Yeah. Okay. So that's one, for sure. And then it says contracts are not folded if they are folded or contained on more than one sheet of paper. That's not true. Contracts can't just fit in one single sheet of paper, that makes no sense. Right? It's gotta
Some
be, but not all. It
No,
says-
no.
Yeah, it says are not folded in general, then, yeah, it's got that, just the first one. Because,
Contracts are not valid if they are printed on paper with brown
Please.
edges.
wait, that can't. imagine that stuff.
Imagine it was.
Okay, the New York Court of Appeals has explicitly
I
adopted.
keep forgetting the, wait, where did you,
It was the first one.
no, I mean, like, where is it? Cause I keep forgetting.
Oh,
some
it's
pictures.
written here, the four corners of the contract, page 24. Here, you can highlight it.
There it is.
Um, True.
Yeah.
The next one is true for that one, okay?
But, oh, fuck, that's, not what I want to take a picture of my phone. What am I doing? I'm falling so badly, what? You're gonna have to freaking,
Sorry.
whatever, I missed one question.
Okay. When people enter into a contract, it is to be presumed that they intend for their agreement to have some effect. I guess that's true, but I'm not sure. Well, I hope they want something to happen. Enter into a contract, it is to be presumed that they intend for their agreement to have some effect. Where would that be? Every word of the contract is therefore to be given effect if it's reasonable. So it says when people enter into a contract, it is to be presumed that they intend. I don't think I'm finding that. Can you keep looking through the PDF?
Wait, when people enter into a contract, it's presumed that they intend for their agreement to have some effect. Yeah, it's true.
Did you see that somewhere?
Intent of the parties in the areas of examination.
Yeah. Okay, the provisions of a contract must be constructed as a whole in such a way to examine the whole contract so that every part is given effect. Every word that's got to be so long, it's not easy to get.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah, the provision, it starts with the provision, okay. Oh, examination of the whole contract. The provisions of a contract must be constructed or construed as a whole in such a way to examine contract is given. The contract is thus, yeah, he stuck that, no further amounts of, yeah, it's true.
You know for sure that also.
That, it ends with that too. A third party beneficiary is,
That's way down.
yeah.
There it is.
Um,
Only the parties to a contract may sue on it. This is the concept known as. Oh no, wait.
Alright.
There, sorry. A person who, though not a party to a contract, stands to benefit from the contract's performance.
So that's definitely true. Now let's keep looking. Yeah.
That's literally the definition.
I know, but
Like,
it,
third party beneficiary.
I know, but, oh, okay. Yeah, right, yeah, it's gotta be it, cause then the other ones are just nonsense.
Interesting, okay, what a very
Unintended third part, wait,
Wait, third party beneficiary contracts.
wait, I think it might have been all the above. Cause
I-
privity of a contract now says they allow the relationship between the parties to the contract allowing them to sue each other.
No, that's privity of contract. That's not third party beneficiary. The thing is, there is a third party beneficiary contracts.
Unintended,
The relation.
we can't really,
When a contract is intended to benefit a third person.
wait, did you not go back?
No, I didn't.
Oh, so you didn't click on it yet?
No, I'm not, I don't think it's all of the above, because privity of contract is different than the third party beneficiary.
Okay.
This is a third party beneficiary is, and that is literally what it.
Okay, but then what does it say? Beneficiaries, wait, that's the next question, so it can't be an intended third party beneficiary, so yeah, it's that one. Cause the.
So you were right.
Yeah, okay, good.
I keep, oh my god, I didn't take a picture of it.
Okay,
No way, I can just take a picture of
Yeah,
that.
okay. An intended, a third party beneficiary is, credit,
Intended.
is classified as a creditor beneficiary when the promisee's primary intent is to discharge a duty owed to the private. What the?
An intended third party beneficiary? What do you mean?
Intended, so like,
An intended beneficiary is such as specified, yeah, you said it.
okay.
What if it's just this very similar fucking,
Okay, wait, let's just, give me a second. So here it says intentional beneficiaries.
oh my god, wait. Third party beneficiaries, it says ordinarily only the parties to a contract may sue on if this is a concept known as privity of contract, and so a third person who is not a party, but who is a beneficiary of the contract may sue.
Alright, whatever, let's.
So maybe as well.
That's not what I We can't, let's just focus on these.
Okay.
Unintended third party beneficiary. Okay, so it's the, these are third party beneficiaries, but then it comes down and intentional beneficiaries. There's no straight up description, or isn't description. It says, in contrast to these more commonplace situations in which the positive effects the conscience of the third party occur, merely it's not this one, there's nothing else.
But it has to be the third party beneficiary. I don't know. Is it just the same thing?
No, but no, it's just like this is more specific basically, but it is the same thing. So it's saying third party beneficiaries, and then there's two groups: intentional and not intentional.
As a purely fortuitous result of the contract.
A person, the parties of the contract upon was formed sought to impose a direct benefit. So that's definitely it. One of them.
What?
A person, the parties to the contract upon which at the time the contract was formed sought to impose a direct benefit. So they intended for the person to benefit.
So
that's one for sure, but then let's keep going. A person who, though not a party.
that's just the definition of a third party beneficiary.
A person who, though not a party to a contract may benefit. Okay, it says purely fortuitous, so it's not that one. And hence I think it's that one, but let's look at the result of an act of entrusting another. Okay, yeah, it's that one. It's a person, the parties of the contract upon which.
Thought to impose a direct benefit.
Okay. There we go. Incidental third party beneficiary.
I missed the picture for question 71. Are you sure?
I don't think we can. We can try, but alright.
On the track.
I found
Yeah, we can. Okay.
I found the answer for this one. An incidental third party beneficiary is, so incidental means obviously it's gonna be purely luck, so it says as purely fortuitous result of the contract. Mine is the second option. I don't know which one's first. I'm looking at the actual options. I'm looking at this. So a person who though not a party to
That's just a definition of a third party beneficiary.
yeah, but it says as purely fortuitous. So it's just
So what was an incidental beneficiary? Persons whose benefit was purely for citizens and also result.
Yeah. Alright.
That's
A third party beneficiary has a right of independent enforcement of the contract, granting them that status if not if they're incidental, only if they're intended. But let's look at only if they're intended, but let's look at it's not there either.
independent enforcement.
Yeah. Has a right of independent enforcement. I think I do know where that says it, but I'm pretty sure he talked about this in the review. It's only if they're
Independent enforcement, right here, intentional beneficiary.
Yeah. Only if they're intended. A third party beneficiary rights under the contract can be terminated by assent. Yeah, sorry, let's speed up a little bit. Assent of the parties, that's true. An express construction.
What? Mentioned rights under a contract can be terminated by law.
Yeah, just look at that.
Oh.
Yeah. Assent of the parties, that's for sure.
So wait, it was all the above.
Well, I don't know. I'm looking at it now.
Oh wait, Your Honor. Yeah, they said true. Oh,
Oh, that one's true.
you were verifying.
Yeah. Okay, let's calm down, let's focus. Alright. Discharge, operation of law or bankruptcy, so yeah, it's all of the above.
You were just verifying, like, what do you mean, that's not true?
Okay. The general rule is that the promisor, so the person that sends the promise, I guess, may assert against an intended third party beneficiary any defense.
Oh my god, there's a definition of intended third party beneficiary.
Yeah, there's.
Oh, I didn't see it before.
Yeah, no,
Is it right?
the general rule, you know which.
I don't know about it, the promisor may assert.
Oh, the promisor's ability to raise defenses against the beneficiary.
Mm.
So the rights derived from the contract and such they're limited to any defense arising. I think as a result, unless the contract makes it clear that it confers rights to the beneficiary free of defenses, the beneficiary's rights are subject to any limitations inherent in the contract. So here says the general rule is that a promisor may assert against an intended third party beneficiary any defense which he could assert against his promisee. I don't think that's true.
Sorry.
Huh?
Give it an hour.
Yeah, it's alright. We're still in time. We just gotta keep going.
Yeah. I'm here.
Alright, so what do you think? It says here the
Promisor may assert against. Yeah, the promisor's ability to raise defenses against the beneficiary, so probably true.
okay, wait,
Yeah, because rights and liabilities of beneficiaries and parties.
wait, so it says the beneficiary's rights derived.
May assert against an intended third party beneficiary any defense which he could assert against the promisee.
What are you reading now? I'm so confused.
No, that's the question.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying, like, I don't know if that's true, because it says the beneficiary rights derives from the contract, and as such, they are limited to any defense arising.
Any defense
Limited
arising
by.
out of the contract as a
Right.
result, unless the contract makes it clear that it confers rights on the beneficiary
Free of defense.
free of defenses. The beneficiary's rights are subject to any limitations inherent by the contract, which means this is true.
Okay. I'm not 100% convinced, but,
It pretty much says that they both have the same rights to defend each other, but if a contract says that one side can't defend, then the other can. Cause they both have rights to defend, but if a contract says you can't defend, then, well, if the contract.
okay, yeah, you're making sense.
Okay.
Yeah, what you said makes sense. I was just processing it. Alright, privity of contract, oh my god, now?
Now.
Okay, privity of contract, the relationship between, the parties is that.
How far up is that?
Just the whole page. The relationship between the parties, to a contract, allowing them to sue each other, yeah. So that's one of them. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, the delegation of contract, really?
Why are these so far? If you could have,
Delegation of contract.
we still have like
Oh, okay.
a lot to go.
It's alright, we're not doing too bad. Alright.
Delegation.
Delegation, here I found it. The act of entrusting another. What is
Never
that?
in order to perform duties of a contract.
Yes.
That's pretty much it.
An assignment of a contract, okay, that's also there. The transfer of contractual rights to the third party. Transfer there, okay? There, we got it. Okay.
Yeah.
The performance of a party to a contract requires the contractor and no other person to perform the duties, such as where the performance involves personal skill, talents, judgment, or trust. The delegation of duties is barred unless consented to by the person entitled to the performance. Example of this include, so that actually makes sense to me, really.
Weird.
Yeah, so examples of this include certain skilled physicians for sure, celebrities such as actors, most likely, yeah. Professional athlete, yeah. Alright, and since it's all those, it's gotta be one book. It just means if you're given a task and you are highly skilled, you can't just give it to someone else.
How many? I have so many pictures.
Alright, come on, we only got 55. The means of contractual fulfillment includes. You wanna use the search bar now? Contract fulfilled.
There it is. Found it.
I found it too, yeah. I think performance, no, that's not the right one. Let's keep.
Discharged by external cause.
Oh, I think you found it?
Wait.
Yeah, no, we just have to keep scrolling, okay.
The means of retroactive fulfill. That's breach, no, there's a mean, breach of contract is a legal cause of action, which you.
So contractual fulfillment has, performance. Oh, okay. To conclude a contract, there are three methods. These include performance, discharge it by action, and discharge by, it's all the above. Alright, breach of contract, here we go, now we go back a little bit. I don't know what he's doing with it. Defined as a violation of a contractual obligation by failing to perform one's own policy by repudiating. It's that one for sure.
Could be all the above.
Any method by which legal. I don't think so, cause it says just a straight up definition. And that's the definition.
That's it.
Yeah,
Right,
any method.
contractual discharge is defined.
Oh,
breach, yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm guessing he's gonna do,
discharge.
discharge next. What am I guessing?
Let's hope you're right.
Definitely wrong.
A breach of contract is a failure to act or perform in a manner code of the contract.
I don't know if that's true.
Well, it's the failure to perform one's promise, or interfering with another party's performance. So it's the failure to act or perform in the manner. I think so. Seems like.
Failure to act or perform in the manner called for by the contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I think all of these true or false.
I don't think I've seen it false yet, which is scary.
It's scary. Breach of contract occurs.
There we go, you're right. Okay.
No, it's
Oh, no.
talking about breach of contract.
Yeah, I know. Occurs when a party.
When the contract calls for performance such as painting an owner's home, the failure to paint or to paint property is a breach of contract.
Party.
The contract fails to fulfill its obligation whether partially or wholly in the contract.
Yeah, it fulfills its obligation, that's one. And communicates an intent, that's another one. And then,
Fail the obligation.
and then it appears not to be a solid.
No.
It's look, do you see this? No, look at this. When a breach occurs,
Oh,
and it's all three.
okay.
Okay.
Not bad, I'm looking at it.
No, you're good now. Okay, which does not have to be done when a breach of contract occurs?
It's not.
We have to know what has to be done first. What has to be done first? Oh, remedies.
Where's remedy?
I think it's further down. I think it's remedies that it's talking about, but I'm not sure.
Where you find it? Contractual breach of remedies, this is only weekly, which is sheet nine. I have like a list.
So I think it's remedies, but I'm I'm not sure. That's what we're looking at. Actually, that's a lot of scrolling, I don't know if that's what we're looking at. How about contract fulfillment?
And remedies continue. Notice? Oh, it's notice damages and recession.
Okay, notice,
The plaintiff must notify the defendant of the breach prior to filing the lawsuit.
wait, continue.
That's notice.
Notice is the plaintiff,
Plaintiff must notify
Okay,
the
so that's-
defendant of the breach prior to filing.
that's one of the things you have to do, so it can't be it. Then it says, when a breach contract is occurred, the resulting damages will have to be paid off.
So that's.
That's the other one, so it can't be that one. And then,
Every contract is restricted. Parties are legally allowed to recession, if a contract is legally allowed to undo the work unless doing so will directly charge the other
it has to
party
be,
with some
it has to be the short one, the parties must seek arbitration. Is that one?
I'm guessing.
I am too, but it's a good guess.
So it's a pretty standard guess.
The fact that one party has breached the contract does not necessarily mean there will be a lawsuit, true. Or for whatever of the contract,
So there's true.
for practical business reasons, yeah, cause like, yeah, sometimes you don't breach a contract on purpose.
It's like because the.
Contractual discharge.
Done.
So you were,
Yeah, it was right. It
just,
took
we
a
found
while.
out like 10 minutes late. Alright.
Technically, contract there, mention.
Contractual discharges apply now, it's just definition. Where's the definition?
It was, no, where is it? It was over here. It was a law breach contract.
So it's,
Okay, Black's Law Dictionary defines the term discharge to mean any method by which a legal duty is.
any method by which,
With respect to contracts mean performance, action, or external causes.
well, that's the second one, I believe, look over there, any, for me it is.
That's contractual discharge. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that's the one.
Yeah,
There's no all.
oh, there's not.
Yeah, just like that. Alright. The ordinary method of discharging obligations